All right, fans, in the ring, special presentation. Killer Kurt becoming an American citizen. Commissioner Stephen Taylor is in the ring. He has brought an INS representative signing the papers to make Killer Kurt an American citizen. Boy, Kurt has gone through so many changes in the past. Of course, a member of the Axis Powers, but now a fan favorite here.
Appreciate it if everybody would stand, remove their caps, and let's say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States.
Oh, the Cuban Commando! The Cuban Commando is attacking. Since January, and he's come back to attack his former partner. A couple of headshots right to the table, and the Cuban Commando is working over the new American citizen Killer Kurt. The Cuban is going to the outside now. Unbelievable. A return of the Cuban Commando. He's coming off on that table, and Killer Kurt diving off. Slams the table, busted. Good God. The Cuban Commando laying out Killer Kurt. I don't believe this. The Commando has been gone since January. I don't believe this. Attacking Killer Kurt on a very special day here in here on NCW Rampage. We're seeing sexy Shane Steele, a return for Shane Steele back to the ring, taking on the Cuban Commando out of Havana, Cuba. And we saw a couple of weeks ago, Rock, in fact, it was just last week, what the Cuban Commando did to Killer Kurt.
Well, he rained on his parade. You know, the guy turns into a U.S. citizen, and this guy has to attack him from behind. But, you know, Killer Kurt don't run from anybody. He would have took the guy on one-on-one, but he had to do it from behind.
And here the Cuban choking Shane Steele with his own shirt. And Billy Biggs quickly in to break that one up.
The Fidel Castro wannabe, you know.
And the Cuban working over Shane Steele quickly. Again, this is our first chance to see Shane Steele since back in January, I believe, as well as the Cuban Commando.
Is he any relation to you?
No, no relation at all. You're talking about the Cuban.
No, I thought you were talking about Steele.
That's what I was talking about. The Cuban Commando with the advantage here now on Shane Steele. Fans, great lineup here for you tonight. Of course, we just saw Eddie Browning, one half of the former tag team champions, something else. A couple of big open-handed chops by the Cuban Commando. And Johnny Noble not getting along now since what we saw a couple of weeks ago for the tag team title where Eddie turned on Johnny.
John and Eddie are no more. It's like a divorce. You know, it's a sad thing. That's heartbreaking for a lot of people that's been watching these two guys come up through the ranks.
We got the Mid-American champion, Southern shooter Todd Morton in action, taking on handsome Bo James a little bit later here on NCW Rampage.
That's going to be a classic matchup right there.
We heard Bo James make the challenge last week, and we'll see the title match here tonight. So the Cuban now with a couple of words for the fans on the outside. Great crowd once again, as usual, here in Moorhead at the Carl Perkins Center. Cuban Commando shooting Shane Steele across and delivers the back elbow.
Cuban's been in control of this whole match here. I mean, he's just totally dominated the man.
And what a way to come back for the Cuban Commando, coming back with a bang. As last week we saw Killer Kurt being an American citizen, or signing the papers to become an American citizen. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the Cuban Commando attacks him from behind. And, of course, they've got a long history together as far as tag teams are concerned. They formed the Axis Powers. But I guess the Cuban Commando kind of left back in January on bad terms with his partner, Killer Kurt, finding the American way, and the Cuban not liking that. Here, the Cuban missing a couple of maneuvers. The back elbow missed and delivers the knee right to the midsection of Shane Steele.
Well, I understand the Cuban Commando took a big tour of Puerto Rico where he's very successful. He's a very arrogant man. He comes back, his partner's different what he used to be. You know, he lost it. But the thing I don't understand is attacking him from behind.
Well, you know how those Cubans are.
It's a devastating backdrop.
The Cuban Commando, again, in control over Shane Steele. I guess maybe trying to send a message here. Here's going with a slingshot suplex. Nice maneuver by the Cuban Commando. He hooks the leg. He's got 2 and 3. That's it. The Cuban Commando with a slingshot suplex And now dumping Shane Steele to the outside.
Here we go.
Big win for the Cuban Commando in our opening match here on Rampage. Fans, we'll be back after this timeout, and we'll have more here on NCW Rampage.